This is Bob Malone, and you're watching Kink FM in the Skype Live studio.
Bob Malone, everybody. Tearing apart our Steinway. I don't think I've seen anybody do that to that poor thing.
Piano.
My God. Good, this piano thing. Yeah, it is still standing. Good for you. Bob Malone, everyone, at the Alberta Rose Theater tonight. You mind if I come up here and just share some? I'm going to share some space with you, but I'm going to give you certain distance.
After one song. So
Did you? Is that what it is?
Trying to rebuild here. We can rebuild.
Welcome back to Portland, man.
Great to be back to Portland.
Bob and I have only really seen each other about 2 times, but we have been emailing back and forth for 15 years. I caught this guy's music 15 years ago. I thought it was fantastic. I surely didn't have this kind of music when I first got turned on to you.
No, it was a little different.
It was a little bit different.
It's evolved.
It has evolved, but you know what? This is, as I had told you earlier, this seems like the album that you've always wanted to make. Is that the case?
Yeah, I think so. I'm working my way up to it.
And who'd you get to? I mean, all of a sudden, because I don't know if you consider yourself this rockin' piano player, or because when I met you, it was more of a Tom Waits, Randy Newman kind of feel.
Yeah, it was kind of more like that.
So what do you see? I mean, you do both so well. What do you see yourself as?
I just
what's the
see
heart?
myself as me. You know, it's all there at the same time. It's all just.
Is there as much love doing the other? Some smoky, you know, ashtray on the corner.
Yeah, right. That's still part of the, it's still part of the vibe when it slows down,
But nothing slows down for you, because not only this album, but you are, it's been a while since you've been on the road, but tell everybody what your, the other job is.
Oh, well, my day job is playing with John Fogerty.
Yeah, exactly.
And
so, from everything I read, it's like John was great, but who is the keyboardist?
Yeah,
got to find out about that keyboardist.
I have gotten a lot of inadvertent press on that gig, yeah. It's been
So who'd you put together? The new album's Mojo Deluxe?
Yeah.
Who'd you put together for this? Are these friends that you had?
Yeah, it's, there's a bunch. Kenny Aronoff is on it, and Mike Baird is also just fantastic drummer. And Bob DeMarco, who produced my last record, he's on it again. And a bunch of really great players.
Where'd you guys record?
Mostly at the producer's studio. He has he has his own studio. He wrote the Dr. Phil theme. And he made millions. He calls it the studio that Dr. Phil built,
Yeah. Well, I know another guy that used to produce for Oprah Winfrey's show, and he did the same thing.
Yeah.
He just made his own music.
He had nothing, and then he had that. It was a long story, but it was a nice, anyway. So.
And that was down, you said, in his...
That's in L.A.
That's in L.A., and that's where home is?
Yeah, I live in L.A.
Yeah, very cool. Well, then how come we don't... I-5, man, we need to be Portland more.
It's just like every time I plan it, then something comes up. And now I have to do my tour schedule and the John Fogerty tour schedule, and I have to split them up, and I got to, it's tricky now,
Do you find that fulfilling, too, working with John?
Yeah, it's great. I love those songs. I mean... Every night, as many times as I've played them, I sit there like, I can't believe these songs are amazing.
And they don't seem like CCR songs anymore. We had him play our Christmas show about 8 years ago, and these were up to 11, those CCR.
That's before I was in the band. You should hear it now.
Even better.
Oh, now it's up to 12, man.
Yeah. So, and the wife, she's doing well?
Wife's good.
And she seems musical as well.
She is.
Did you guys
When I
meet?
met her, she was a touring folk singer.
Oh, that's how it is.
Yeah, but she is awesome. She has fans here right now. And much better looking than me. But she didn't like the life, the touring and all that. And she didn't get quite as far. She didn't stay in as long as I did. I clawed my way to the middle. That's what I like to say,
Yeah, that's all right. Well, I appreciate you being here for this. I know that I talked to you, and I says, you got to come into our lounge, man. You got to come into the studio, and we'll have a good time. We'll get to play a little bit for you.
Oh, wait. Sorry to interrupt.
No, keep going.
But I always take a picture of the audience.
Oh, good.
It's tradition. Put this on your website. Oh, you're going to be all over my website. Somebody needs to sit in that one empty seat. It's harshing my vibe. But then there'll be an empty seat. But, there you go. Pringle needs to be in the show. Yes. Now we're talking some shit right here.
Great seats.
Okay. Yeah, this is it. This is the vibe. Great. Okay.
Hold on a
All
second.
right.
Now we get behind you.
As you were.
Give me a selfie.
Oh. Clearly we're gonna edit all this out, right? Yeah.
This is live.
This is what you came to see.
Hey.
Me getting a selfie with Pringle. All right. You look good, man.
Don't make me move my mouth. Mom, I love you. Like I say, I love this guy. You should check out all his albums. The new one is Mojo Deluxe. It's got a much more rockin' feel, kind of what you're seeing right here. So,
all right, here's
more?
another one from
Let's do this, guys. Keep it up. Bob Malone.